Hello, my fabulous Leo. Heather here from the Crystal Vein Tarot with your mid-month July reading. So this reading is for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Leo. It is a general reading, and as a general reading, the messages are not going to resonate for everyone, so be sure to check out your Moon and Rising sign readings as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning to the channel, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for your likes, your comments, for sharing, and for subscribing. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you do not miss any of the readings when they are out. I do monthly readings and mid-monthly readings, and I'm going to also be starting the some manifesting and law of attraction readings, as well as releasing karma, and they're going to be based on the new and full moon cycles. So be sure to check those out. Let me just move these out of the way. So Leo, your mid-month energies. What's coming in for Leo? Let's see. So I'm going to pull a card for each week as well as a clarifier, and I'm going to read the bottom of the deck for the overall energy around you. Then I'm going to pull 2 Archangel Power Tarot cards and 2 Romance Angel Tarot cards. So you can get a little bit of a romance reading as well as some kind of inspirational messages from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Okay, so Leo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Nice. So for the last 2 weeks of July, Leo, you have the Sun. The Sun is shining down on you. This is a wonderful card here. It's one of the most, well, it is the most positive card in the tarot deck. This is all about material happiness, joyous outcomes, succeeding. This is really the universe shining down on you and having your back for the last 2 weeks of July. So beautiful, beautiful energy. So, and the one thing with this card, this overall energy for the 2 weeks, no matter what you have in these cards here, it always, it helps to influence the cards that you have for the weeks. But looking at these cards here, you seem to have a very positive last 2 weeks of July, Leo. You have the Queen of Wands. This is a fire energy. This is someone who has mastered the energy of the wand suit, which is all about creativity, inspiration, following your passions, being very charismatic. This is you, Leo. This is you showing up in your own reading here. You are a Queen of Wands. Gender isn't of importance, but this is the energy, and this is really you mastering your energy and mastering all of your skills and abilities that you have, your innate qualities that you have in order to move forward in anything that you have going on in your life. So this is really about you being feisty, confident, self-assured in in the second last week of July, and you have it being clarified with the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles, this is about leaving a legacy. This is an accumulation of wealth. So for some of you, you could actually be receiving an inheritance this week in that second last week of July, or you could be coming into some kind of unexpected money. But it's other people's money, or it's money that's taken a long time to grow. So some of you could even be retiring as well and now tapping into that savings. This could even be where you've been saving money and now there's been a little bit of a windfall if you've been investing it, and you're finding that something has either matured or come to fruition in a very positive, good way for you. But this could also just be about you really focusing on your long-term assets, and you're moving forward with that in a very confident, self-assured way. You're making wise investments this month, and you're thinking about your long-term resources and working on growing that this week in that second last week of July. And then in the last week of July, you have the Hierophant, and it's being clarified by the Fool here. You have a lot of major arcana cards, so this is really big things going on for you, Leo, but they're very positive things. So the Hierophant represents structures and structured information, knowledge, conventional wisdom, traditions. It is also the card of Taurus. So for some of you, there could be a Taurus that plays a significant role in your life, or someone with a lot of Taurus energy. But it's really about those structures in our life and conforming to society's norms or traditional information. So for some of you, you could actually even be thinking of going back to school, because this can represent, again, those, think of big companies or corporations where things are there's a lot of policies and plans in place. It's very structured and laid out, and they have a lot of norms, policies, procedures that are set in stone kind of thing. So it can be about that. For some of you, you could also even be tapping into your spiritual side in this last week of July. But this is you embarking, it's being clarified by the Fool, and the Fool is about a fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, new adventures, new beginnings. So for some of you, this could be, you know, a reawakening of your spiritual side, your spiritual self, and really tapping into that higher self and awareness this week. But for others of you, that you could be taking on a new path that is related to something that's very structured and organized. And so again, you could be going back to school, you could be learning something very traditional, conventional type of wisdom. But for others of you, this could even relate to organizational things, such as, you know, you could be starting a new job or career in a very big company, large company. And for others of you, this could even represent, sometimes this represents marriage, because you think of those conventional relationships, conventional you know, traditions that are related to family and home, and that would be things like marriage. It could even be something like a baby coming along, and baptisms and things like that. But it's triggered with something that's new. It's giving you fresh hope. So for some of you, again, it could be, you know, you could be getting married, could be starting a new chapter in terms of schooling and knowledge, or gaining knowledge, starting an apprenticeship of sorts. It could be a new job, or it could even be new spirituality, that you just have like a reawakening in that last week of July. So it's very nice, very positive kind of energy here. I'm just going to move those up a little bit, but allow you to still see them. And now I'm going to pull an Archangel Power Tarot card for you. Two of these cards. So these are just little last bits of insight regarding these last 2 weeks, and which is why I'm going to pull two. One's going to be for the first week, one's going to be for the second week. Just a little bit of advice on how you can focus your energies or move forward in this area of your life, Leo. Okay, so we have the Knight of Michael and we have the Nine of Gabriel. So the Knight of Michael indicates that this is very strong, committed, intellectual, diligent, persevering through difficult times. So this is indicating that it's time for you to move quickly. So choosing logic over emotion, and there could be sudden changes going on. So again, that could be sudden changes that are related to finance or your long-term finances. But I feel like it's a very positive thing, or you might have to make some quick decisions on any investments that you have in that you have. And then you have the Nine of Gabriel here, and this is about you being very determined as you're moving forward and preparing for any possible possibilities that are coming your way. It can also indicate environmentalism too, and an initiative towards environmentalism, the Nine of Gabriel. And that could be related to this whole new hope, fresh hope that you have as well. So now I'm going to pull two romance tarot cards. Two Romance Angel Tarot cards. And let's see what we have for you on the romantic front, Leo, for the last 2 weeks of July. Okay, so you have about freeing yourself and making an effort. So this is freeing yourself is about you taking control in your life, especially when it comes to your relationships. So it doesn't have to just necessarily be romantic relationships. It can be any of your relationships and how you communicate with others. Then you also have it making the effort. So this is about, you know, great love or any kind of really deep relationship that you have with anyone. So whether or not it's romantic or if it's just really a close bond with someone, it's worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. And it's about letting your intuition guide you a little bit on how it is that you want to move forward in that and how you can strengthen those bonds with others. So So in that first week, there's that taking your life back and freeing yourself. So it's communicating freely with others. I feel like that's really about communicating freely with others that you're in relationships with or close relationships with. So this could be related to your family or friends, could be a romantic partner. And really expressing yourself openly and honestly this week, or it could even be a business type of partnership. And then making the effort in that second week is if you are guided to take some kind of actions in expressing yourself, make sure you're taking those actions, Leo, in that final week of July. So this concludes your mid-month reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you are notified when the monthly August reading comes out. I'm looking forward to releasing those. Have a fantastic end of July, Leo, and take care.